have with us right here, we have Adam Sigal and Warren Meyer of Daydreamer. So please, the screenwriter and executive producer, correct?
You know, before we got on the show here, I was asking him a couple questions. You know that Adam's dad is Steven Seagal?
Really?
Did you know that? Why don't you elaborate a little bit on that, guys?
Well, you can see him over there. You know, his name is Steven Seagal, but he's not the hero, you know, the great action star from the 80s. Different guy.
He's the great action star of my life, man.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So, independent film, screenwriter, executive producer, money guy, and just making things happen, sitting in your room at night, just typing, making up stories.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it came about. I wrote this, and you know, he was wanting to produce, and I was wanting to make a movie, and then I was roommates with the guy that ended up directing it at this point, and he's not out here now, but you know, he's back in LA. But he loved the script, and we pitched it to Warren, and he liked it, and there you go.
Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about the film and a little bit about where, I mean, is this the first one, your last one?
No, we have two lined up that we're ready to do right now. We're just getting the financial backing right now, and if everything goes right, in the next 6 months we'll have 2 projects in going.
Really?
Yeah, this was the first one, and we learned so much doing this in LA.
You tend to learn a lot of stuff, especially in a business that is so. It's very unique. There's never really, you can't really go to school and say, well, this is what's going to happen on day 4.
Oh, yeah.
And on day 6, when you're location scouting, you're going to find this is going to be an issue, but possibly you're going to bump into this. Man, you just go out there and just make it happen, and you're like rogue, you know, storytellers in a way, you know, which is so cool.
I wish I could even get into half of the stories of things that happened on this, you know. Favorite story on this. Sorry, I saw you.
No, that's okay. I talk too much is my problem, to be honest with you. Sorry, Chris.
No, that's great.
The favorite story is not necessarily the funniest one, but it's the coolest one, which was that we really needed a place to be able to shoot the lead character's apartment, and we didn't have much of a budget for locations, and so a buddy of mine had the perfect apartment. He's a painter, and he basically, we couldn't get the permit to shoot in his building, and he basically like threatened his landlord to let her do it, and he was like, it's a piece of art, you guys have to let them do this, and he like fought for us. He left his apartment for a month while we shot and just like stayed with a buddy, and it was like so many cool people.
How awesome is that?
Yeah, and he's a rad painter. Some of his paintings are in the movie, so you know, that was kind of
What's his name?
His name's Tiber McCormick.
Really?
Look it up.
Yeah, you should.
He's
in LA.
Buy some art.
He's amazing.
You know what I mean? Support the guy.
He's really great. So he helped us out so much, and there was so many people like that put. Another one, the Moose Lodge. We shot at we needed a bar, and I'm driving around. You know, we need a bar to shoot in, and
he's looking for his old bars, his old hangouts.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like, remember me? I was 17. I mean, 21.
Exactly. And I go to the Moose Lodge, and I don't know if you know what the Order of the Moose is. It's like it's a bunch of elderly guys, and we walk in, and it's a couple elderly guys sitting in there, and I was like, hey man, we need to shoot a movie, and you have a perfect bar, and they went, sure, go ahead. You know, no permits or anything. It was just like.
Did they get to be part of the shots?
Just gonna ask that. Were they extras?
It would have been extremely odd had they been extras in the movie. They were really cool, but it would have been really weird. When you see the movie, you would understand. If there was them in the bar, it would have been odd. But they were really nice.
Yeah, we definitely did it in a you know, for a film, using film, we did it in an extremely good budget.
Yeah.
Yeah. Extremely, and
what
me,
is
I'm the money.
Extremely? Because I don't know too much about film.
I'm
a photographer, so.
Okay, when you shoot on film, you're talking about $500,000 to $1 million minimum.
Yeah.
And we did it for under that.
Yeah.
So
for under $500,000,
yeah.
Did you go like at a $250,000 budget, and you shot on film 16 or 35?
Super 16.
Super 16, cool.
We're still trying to get distribution, so we can't say the exact budget, but it was pretty low. And I tell people basically that any movie you go see in the theater, any movie that makes it to the theater, our entire movie costs about the same as about one scene in that movie.
Yeah.
So.
Or just making the film to distribute it to one county in one state.
Yeah, exactly. And it was Super 16. We shot on Super 16, which is not 16 and not 35. It's kind of in between.
Right. No, it's a little wider format.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right.
It holds a lot more.
And we got great actors. We got Aaron Paul, who now is blowing up. When we got him, he was, he'd done a couple things, and now he's on the show Breaking Bad on AMC, and he's one of the lead guys. And then the big star in our movie was Ariel Kebbel. She was the lead actress, and she's done a ton of movies, and especially last year she was in John Tucker Must Die, and
she just what was the movie she just finished? DreamWorks' new movie.
Yeah,
What's
she's
that
in
Two
a movie
Girls.
called A Tale of Two Sisters.
She has the
coming
lead.
out for DreamWorks. She's pretty huge.
Coming out this.
Wow, those are big names.
And
then.
she's from Florida.
Oh,
She
even
lives
better.
about 60 miles from here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you guys? You shot this primarily in LA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all LA, downtown, and the outlying provinces of LA.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. And how many film festivals do you say you sent it into to get in? And how many did you get in with the film?
Well, we didn't send it out to all that much because we kind of finished at a weird time where we kind of were like in between all of the like submission deadlines.
Right.
Like just missed like Sundance and Toronto and some of the big ones.
Wow.
We submitted to one in Colorado that, you know, was just a festival that I knew about called Vail, and we went there, and that was the first festival we went to, and that's the only other one we went to besides this one so far.
Yeah.
So.
That's fantastic.
and
Well,
we
welcome
were-
to Tampa. Thanks for bringing a little LA here,
guys.
and
and
I
the
hope you love everything.
Cool.
You know?
the
Sorry it's
Vail
so cold.
at Vail though, we were like runner-up as the best picture there.
Wow.
Yeah,
True.
so
It was good there.
Have you got to talk to Lindsay by any chance that you've been here, the film commissioner?
No,
No, not yet.
We'll have somebody
Definitely wanna
introduce
talk
you
to her.
because
Yeah.
it'd really be great to bring your stuff here and be able to look at some of the locations and all this wonderful stuff we have to offer here in Tampa
Yeah.
Bay.
All right, guys.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot. Thank you so much for coming.